Can an Aussie make it all the way to Championship Sunday? I'll show you the draws. And which of the U.S. stars are heading down under? I'll have that for you as well. And some news. That's right. Ben Johns is playing with not one, not two, but 3 different partners in the next 3 Carvana PPA Tour stops. I'll show you what that looks like. It's all next, right here on the Draw Reveal Show. What's happening, everybody? It is time for another Draw Reveal Show, and this is a special one. It is the Proton Australia Pickleball Open. We're going down under, and I can't wait to share all of the special storylines we have here, as well as what of the pros that usually play in the United States, who's going down there, and what do the draws look like. Let's dive into the storylines first. And yeah, Australia, we're going. First time ever having a PPA Tour event outside the United States. So much excitement. Australia is really showing us a booming pickleball community. Cannot wait to see how that goes down in Melbourne. Next, the Aussies. So many Aussies playing in this event. Can an Aussie get to Championship Sunday and knock out all these players that are flying into play? We will be taking a look for that. Next up, boomerang. What do I mean by that? Well, it's fun to say, of course. But secondly, will this show us more players going down to Australia to do clinics and everything from the U.S.? And will we see an influx of Aussies coming up here to play? So watching this is going to be fascinating to see how pickleball continues to grow throughout the world. Next up, oh, it is not a hop, skip, and a jump to get down to Australia. So what shape will the players going down there be? They are so excited to go down there, build their brands, but how will they adjust is what I want to get a look at. A lot of them are going down to see the Australian Open tennis as well. So will this be a factor? Only time will tell. And then on the way back, when will they jump back into the regular Carvana PPA Tour schedule? We'll show you some of that later on in the show. And then finally, we've got an Open down under. That's right, 1,000 points are available. So this is the same as any Open played in the United States. So points are at a premium throughout the year with how hard it is to get deep in tournaments. Big opportunities for the players involved in this one. So those are the storylines. Now let's jump into the draws. First up, women's singles. Caitlin Christian's had a great start to the 2025 PPA Tour season, which actually started at the end of 2024 with the Daytona Beach Open that she won, then made the final at the Masters. So she's playing terrific. She's heading down under. She's the #1 seed. Let's take a look at the draw. There she is, and there's going to be a lot of names on this draw that you've never seen before. That's what I want to see. Can they make a run? The best Dutch player, Roos van Rijk, is the 14th seed. You've got Sarah Burr, who has made a run through the United States before. She's an Aussie that just loves pickleball. How will she do as the 10 seed? Over here, we got Kata Biakina. She is a player that's played a bunch of PPAs. Can she take that 2 seed all the way to Sunday? And then look at who we have. Jessie Irvin is a 3 seed in singles. Let's go. Let's see how Jessie does with that 3 by her side in singles. And then with all of these other players, what a big opportunity to showcase your skills against some of the best in the world. That's women's singles. Now let's look at men's. And there he is. Look at this guy. Look at those tattoos. He is ready. He's ready to take the McGuffin brand down to Australia. And he also wants to take some gold from the Gold Coast down there in Australia. Let's take a look at his draw. He's the 1 seed, obviously much bigger draw than the singles for the ladies. Look at this. Let me point out a few players. The 9 seed, Mitch Hargraves, guess what? He is one of the best players in Australia and was Ryan Gosling's body double in the Fall Guy movie. Yeah, Look at this multi-talented cat. So hope he doesn't take a fall in the draw. He is in Tyson's section up here. Zach Grabovic, good player. Dave Bacala, the 4 seed, and Fook down here as the 5 seed are a couple of players who have played a bunch of PPAs. This is a humongous opportunity for them. I actually expect to see the 5 seed Fook making it all the way to the semifinals. We'll see if that holds up for him. On this side, we've got Q as the 2 seed. Look out for him. He would love to grab another singles title, but he's got another teenager on his side, Gabe Tardio, the 3, and then the best singles player in Australia, and he's played some in the U.S. He played at San Clemente, is Tom Evans, the 6 seed. Look out for him. And then I just wanted to pick a big seed, the 50 seed, my man Vuk. Can he make a run? We will find out. So men's singles is going to be fascinating to watch. And again, this is an open. So we've got singles on Thursday, mixed doubles Friday, men's and women's doubles Saturday, and then championship Sunday. And we'll share where you can watch all of that later in the program. For all the great content on the Carvana PPA Tour YouTube page, like and subscribe, and you gotta hit that bell because you'll get notifications the second there's something new. I know you love pickleball like I do, so don't miss anything. See ya. So that's singles. Now let's look at mixed doubles, and this is a dynamic team. They've got wins on the Carvana PPA Tour in the United States. They're going down under. Jessie has never been there before, so she said, what better way to go to Australia than to go down there and play in a tournament and play with Gabe. So let's look at their seed. As the number 1, of course, they will be a tough out on their side. And here's some of the players that you haven't seen so far in the single side that are going down there from the U.S. Elise Jones and Jay DeVilliers going down there. Jay DeVilliers obviously very interested in growing the sport of pickleball internationally. He's done a lot of stuff in France, was at the French Open tennis last year. Now he gets to take his skill set down under. Also over here is the 5 seed. We've got the youngster Alex Trung playing with Colin Johns. Colin Johns spreading the knowledge of pickleball down in Australia as well, doing clinics and so forth. So I love that these players are going, but also building up the sport that we all love. We'll see how their play goes on the 20x44. The 2 seed, Lacey Schneeman and Tyson McGuffin. That is a dangerous team. You would expect to see them make it all the way there, or would you? Look at this 3 seed. Tyra Black's been playing terrific ball this year so far in 2025, and she's paired with CJ Klinger, who's leaving the United States for the first time and heading all the way to Australia. And then down below, I've got Viv Glosman and QD as the 6 seed, and then a couple of Aussies who have a big announcement next week, teaser, Helena Spiritus and Tom Evans. So watch out for them, not only in this draw, but some news coming up for them next week. All right, so that's mixed. Will it be All-American final? Or when I say American, that doesn't even necessarily mean American, because I've got my man Gabe Tardio up there from Bolivia. So this is going to be fun. Now let's get to women's doubles. And folks, it's time for a little science lesson, because that is Hurricane Tyra Black. But in the southern hemisphere, we don't call them hurricanes. No, because hurricanes go counterclockwise. In the southern hemisphere, cyclones go clockwise. So, is it indeed Cyclone Tyra Black? I think it is in Australia if we follow the scientific stuff. There's your learning for today. Elise Jones down there, these two are going to play defense all day long. I don't care what way the water spins down in Australia. These two are going to be tough to beat. Let's look at the draw. They are indeed the top seed up there as the 4. Look at Caitlin Christian playing with an Aussie who played tennis at Auburn. That's Andy, so those two are going to be tough. And then I love Amelia Schmidt's game. She is a very good Australian player. She is part of the team as the 5 seed. Over here on my left, Lacey Schneeman's been playing some terrific ball, as has Viv Glosman. So that is a legit number 2 that could take this entire event. Watch out for them. There you see Spiritus again with some big news coming up as the 7 seed, and then Alex Trung and Jesse Irvin are the 3 seed. So again, my question to all of you down under is, can an Aussie make it to Championship Sunday? We shall see. So that's women's doubles with Cyclone Tyra Black looking to take a title. Let's look at the men's side. And look at these youngsters, CJ Klinger and QD. These two played together at the World Championships in Dallas, and I have never, in all the matches that I've called, seen a crowd get behind a duo more than these two. They had the place going absolute bananas like it was a home game in college football. That's how much they loved this. These two have so much firepower, so much athleticism and passion for the sport. They're going to be a handful to deal with down under. Let's see the draw. But they are not the top seed. No, that would be Tyson McGuffin and Gabe Tardio. Look out for those two together. You got the veteran, you got the youngster on the rise. They are going to be a fun team to watch. There you see Tom Evans again, known more for the singles, but is the 9 seed with Grabovic. And then Joey Wild. This is a player who lived in Austin for a while, trained with Zane Navratil. He is an Aussie. Can he hold up his part of that partnership? Because there's an opportunity for them to make a big run. We have Max Wild. Yeah, it's wild down under with Dave Bacala. They are a very good team. So we'll see if the 4 and the 5 run into each other there with an opportunity to make it to a semifinal. On the left, Colin Johns and Jay DeVilliers running it back like it's 2021, of course. Ben John's not in this draw, so CJ knows he's not playing with Ben anymore. Did leave the Masters with a title, though, so those two are going to be tough. Watch out for Taylor and Grewal, the 7 seed. A lot of special skills with those two. We'll see how they hold up against some of the new players from the states that are going there. There you see the youngsters as the 3 seed, and then, come on, Bao, yeah, Q's brother and Fook are the 6 seed. So we could have Bao playing against his brother Q in the quarters. That would be electric to see that down under. We'll see if we get that. So Australia, all set, can't wait. Can an Aussie get to Championship Sunday? That is my challenge to the entire continent. We'll see if they get it done. Now let's look at the upcoming stops back in the United States. And Tucson, I cannot wait to go there. Very first time for the Carvana PPA Tour in Tucson, February 6th through the 9th. Then we're going to stay in Arizona. That's right. We've got the Mesa Cup, February 18th through the 23rd. And then I see you, Florida. We're coming. Cape Coral, right outside of Fort Myers, March 6th through the 9th. That's going to be terrific as well. The other thing that is going to be terrific is to watch what Ben Johns is going to be doing. That's right. Obviously, Dunn walks out in the swan song with a gold medal with his brother Colin, tricking up the partners, and everybody said, oh, well, he's playing with Gabe. He's playing with Gabe. True, but look at what his partner situation looks like for the next 3 events. In Tucson, as we talked about, he's playing with Big H. Look out for those two. Then in Mesa, there's Gabe. And then finally, the lefty, Max Freeman. I know there's some contract stuff to get sorted out here, but assuming that gets done, it's going to be Max Freeman and Ben in the Veolia Cape Coral Open in March. So looking to see how those 3 different players play with Ben, and will all of them get to Sunday? Will they all win? Will one of those not work out? Well, you're going to have to tune in and watch. And speaking of tuning in, how can you watch the Proton Australia Pickleball Open? We've got you covered on Pickleball TV. Now, here's the deal. Crazy time zone changes here. So even though this is indeed in Australia a Thursday through Sunday, this is actually a Wednesday through Saturday event in the United States. So every night it starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 6 p.m. Eastern to 2 a.m. So get your coffee, your caffeine, and stay up into the witching hour for pickleball from Down Under. Thanks so much for watching the show. I'm Dave Fleming. Peace.